Most special episode of the Canton Wizards franchise you could think of. It is time for the Super Bowl between your Canton Wizards and the Buffalo Bills. Today, the Wizards are playing the Bills, and we will win at all costs. The Bills have Lawrence and Micah Parsons. We have Jalen Hurts, Derrick Henry, Amon-Ra St. Brown, among others. Let's get to it. I'll see you guys at halftime for the first ever Super Bowl in Madden 25 on my channel.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Wizards, and it's all up next.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, for our champions of the NFC, this was a battle of attrition this year. It was a tough road to get here, but now they feel like they are battle-tested and ready to go.
And that certainly cannot be overlooked. They've taken everyone's best shot this season, and they've withstood all of them.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Running from the gun with Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get it inside the 35. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Here's a 2nd and 8. A first run now for Kyron Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now the Bills getting ready for their first drive on offense. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Lawrence. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run over center with Mitchell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. In motion, Slayton. Lawrence will throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good. On first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now Hurts on the option right. Gets around him. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. It's a close game here early on. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ronnie Perkins from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Williams is in for a touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now, a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, You're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Second down and a yard. They run it again with Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Henry is into the end zone. Touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
In motion, Slayton. Lawrence. He's got Slayton on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. But to throw again is Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And it'll be intercepted.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime.
So that's the end of the first half here at the Super Bowl. And Canton leads by 10. 17-7 here in New Orleans.
Ready to go for the second half.
And right now you've got to think that that Buffalo's on the ropes. They don't score here on this drive. This game might already be over. Lawrence is 7 of 15, 139 and 2 picks. Hurts 5 of 7 for only 72 yards. Derrick Henry 15 for 68 and a score. Kyron Williams 6 for 37 and a touchdown. And obviously Harrison Butker made the 44-yard field goal. Well, let's send it back for the second half. We'll see you post-game to celebrate our Super Bowl champions, whether it's Buffalo or it's Canton.
We'll be back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Right back to Mitchell here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Alec Pierce, 54 yards. And the Bills are back within a score. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 51 yards. And the Wizards are able to add on to that lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the... a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence, eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion, Slayton. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Lawrence. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Lawrence will throw. That's over the middle to Schoonmaker. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. Now Lawrence to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Lawrence going to throw again. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Lawrence. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in? Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Williams. Shifts by him, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good.
And Harrison Butker adds 3. The final score, Canton 27, Buffalo 17. And that means that your Wizards are Super Bowl champions. Jalen Hurts leads his team to the Super Bowl and then wins it.
You don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate.
And the Wizards pull off a Super Bowl victory here in Super Bowl 49. Here's Randy Moss presenting the Lombardi Trophy.
Now the guys believe you move on to the next lesson.
Man.
Convince them. This one is now planted.
Roger Goodell presenting it. Derrick Henry, your Super Bowl MVP.
Champions of Super Bowl 59.
There's the Lombardi. There's the Wizards.
This year on EA Sports. I want to thank my
Trevor Lawrence had a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown today.
Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night.
Both defenses played well. There's Amon-Ra St. Brown's touchdown. That basically put this game away. There's the long touchdown pass from Josh Allen. Final score 27-17. Canton Super Bowl champions for the first time in their history. Let's take a look at some stats after this one. Trevor Lawrence finishes 16-28, 257, a touchdown, 2 picks. Jalen Hurts finishes 9-14, 158 and a touchdown. Rushing wise, Derrick Henry 23 for 102. And a score, Kyron Williams finishes 9-64, 9-4-64 and a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell finishes with 7 rushes for only 11 yards. Trevor Lawrence finishes 4 rushes for 10 and a touchdown. Hurts 3 for 7. And Alex Arma Jr. 2 for 3. Darius Slayton finishes 6 for 77. Pierce finishes 3 for 101 and a touchdown. And of course, Amon-Ra St. Brown finishes 2 for 71 and a touchdown. Canton Nico Collins 2 for 46. Defensive, Alontae Taylor and DeAndre Houston Carson get the 2 picks for the Wizards. No touchdowns this time on interceptions like last week or like the week before. So, hey, your Canton Wizards are your Super Bowl champions. This series will continue into a Season 2 and possibly Season 3. Let's establish a dynasty. Again, Canton wins in the first season. We will cover the off-season in a whole nother video, but we'll start it here today in this one. How about the Wizards today? Winning the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at the season recap. MVP of the Panthers, Lamar Jackson. Coach of the Year, Dave Canellis. Offensive Player of the Year, Derrick Henry. Defensive Player of the Year, Micah Parsons. Rookie of the Year, Brock Bowers. And Offensive Rookie of the Year, Braden Fitz. Canton wins and cements their legacy as we took over. Remember, we took over the Redskins, who were already 3-time Super Bowl champions. We are now 4-time Super Bowl champions. As I look back at last year's Super Bowl. Super Bowl 59 goes to your Canton Wizards. We got a lot of staff points to look over. Let's take a look at the retirements. Morgan Moses calls it a career after 11 years in the NFL. Wow. Kirk Cousins retires. Zach Martin retires. Robert Woods retires. Tyrod Taylor retires. A lot of guys retiring this year. So, Canton has gotten themselves a Super Bowl. And Russell Wilson, the big one. Russell Wilson and Von Miller are retiring after this year. The Wizards are Super Bowl champions with a 27-17 victory over the Buffalo Bills. Marvin Fowler, the Raiders head coach, now anyway. Tony Bowles was fired.
I need it.
A lot of coaching got fired today. So, that will do it. We'll see you next week. And we will do some re-signing. 8 players ready to negotiate contracts. Some Milwaukee. Nobody that we will really need. Let's go. We need to hire an offensive coordinator. We hired Jamie Rodriguez as our offensive coordinator. We now got a lot more coaching points. So, this team has improved. They finished with a record of 13-4. Let's take a look at some free agents. We'll just finish this video with looking at free agents and signing the free agents that we want. Justin Tucker. A 3-year contract. We would like to have him as our kicker for next year.
View a player's motivations and overall. You have 3 evaluation periods with
Evaluation offers.
View a player's motivations and you have 3 evaluation periods with each.
And Justin Tucker has been signed. Bradley Pinion, Fairburn, McLaughlin, Josh Dobbs, the top quarterback. A.J. Dillon went to the 49ers. Wide receivers. Devin Duvernay. We might pick up Nicole Hardman for his speed. He would be a good kick returner. Could be a good kick returner. Although this guy could be a great kick returner too. 96 speed. Anthony Schwartz. Do we offer Schwartz a contract? Tight ends. We're going to need to re-evaluate our defense. We're getting some speed guys. Gadri. We got Schwartz and Gadri. So, let's sim to the draft. And now, this one. So, the draft. Mac Jones on the block. Tyler Algier, the running back. Blake Corum on the block. What's his stats like? He might be a good backup for Derrick Henry. Let's see. Tyra. We need a third running back. So let's trade and 3 4. Give him another 4-rounder. 4th-round pick. Trade has been accepted. We just got Michigan man Blake Corum from the Green Bay Packers. But let's take a look. We just improved our running back position. But I want to see who has pick number 2. Pick number 2. The Buccaneers, a round 1 pick. I want their round 1 pick for round 4, 5, 6. I will throw in Matt Collins, Galax Hunt. Alright, never mind. Let's just get to the draft. Start the NFL draft.
Every career starts.
So, since we traded away all of our picks, we don't really need to do the draft. Advance to the end of the draft. So that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Next episode, we will start Season 2 of this season of the Canton franchise. Super Bowl champs, defending Super Bowl champs, will head into the preseason. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time here on Madden 25.